Hi guys. Something that's very interesting to me as now I am molding into an elder intuitive, but even as a younger intuitive, something that was always very interesting to me that most people don't think or see or believe in the things that I can easily connect to. So in this video, which will be a short, easy, intuitive video. In this video, I just want to talk about how to connect to your spiritual name. Let's start with that. Let's start with just groundwork here. Where are you from as a soul? What connections do you have to those around you energetically? Whom are you in the homes that you grew up in? We're just reflecting on this stuff in order to get the answer to our soul's name. It'll come to you as you think about this stuff. What was the street name that you grew up on? That could be like related to past life name or past life place that you lived or thing that you did, something that you do even potentially, something that you can relate to like that. So everything is layers, the style of your home that you grew up in, what your parents naturally decorated as, because a lot of the times the people who you grew up with came with you from wherever you were from. Previously, they just came first because the cycle, they died first, la la. Or maybe you guys were all there and you chose, But, you wake up first, you wake up first. You guys go over to the other side and you choose, in theory, if you're following me, if you can connect to this feeling. So if you don't, let it go. That's how life rolls, like, oh, that's crazy. Okay, good for you. Next, whatever. Who cares? I don't really care what you think. I'm just acknowledging it because I had the thought that someone would be thinking that, of course, right? Because I'm not psychic. People just think I'm crazy, so I know. I know that you're thinking I'm crazy. Anyway, it doesn't bother me. We're moving on. So the street that you grew up on, the environment that you grew up in, what was the dynamic? Check the dynamic. The style of home and even both. The decorum that your parents chose and the things that you naturally chose. And you can start there. So let's say your name was the road that you grew up on. And there's at least 150 people on your road, right? Living on this block. At least. It's Elm Street. Elm Street. Now, there are multiple potentials to why this is Elm Street energetically. One, maybe you all grew up in the same small town, in a past life, small colony, and you were all witches who were hung on an elm tree, and you were all, and maybe you guys don't know each other face to face, even though, you smell each other, you see each other's cars, whatever, but maybe you guys don't all talk, but when you see your neighbors, you're like, oh, that's my neighbor, and you feel relieved. The connection could quite possibly be, we all grew up in Kentucky. We're just making something up. And there was a giant elm tree, and that's where we had all of our baptisms, by the river, by the elm tree in Kentucky. I don't know. Or you had your family lunches there, or you all were hung there, and if it's a traumatic feeling energy on the block, you'll know. And now that I just drilled my it's like, sounds crazy. It's a lot. We got ghosts coming through, like, hello. They're just letting us know that they're here with us. I'll take a lot of things. Oh, and you hear is that a hawk screeching out there? Holy crap. So the layers to it. So maybe that was a direct message for somebody, but I'm taking this as an example. If it resonates with you, take it with you and consider. I live on, hi, Elm Street. Hi, we're thinking about you today. Hello. So that could be a thing. Or, let's say your last name is Franklin. Okay, fine. Your last name is Franklin and you live on 192 Elm Street. Okay, Franklin. do this for me. And it's not going to be the same result for everybody because everybody has a different like drive in their search engine related to what they already previously looked at. So do this for me based on your algorithm. Something strange and out of the ordinary that you didn't expect will probably come up, and you should read about it. So go into your Google or your search bar, Google bar, search bar, whatever you feel is where you're gonna go, and you're gonna Google. You live on 192, right? So you're gonna Google elm tree 1920. And the town is, you can even just start Elm Street 1920. Google that. Look for names that sound familiar or feel good to you. Yeah, Elm Tree 1920. And then if you say your friggin' cross street is Massachusetts, you live on Elm Street in Massachusetts, so look up Elm Tree 1920 Massachusetts, or say your home. I keep excuse me seeing I'm going to the doctor for my allergies tomorrow because we gotta relate to real life. So like you look in the home that you grew up in, your parents' home that they raised you in, and it's very, I keep thinking like Greek. So that's my example. So let's say you look up Elm Tree 1920, because you're just going to add that 0 from 192, the original street, because it's just trust me. Just always add a 0, because you're not going to guess the exact 1925. I mean, unless that's literally right in your fucking soul, then you go for that. But start with 1920. Add the 0. Elm Tree, Massachusetts, 1920. Or if you don't have a cross street that you relate to, Elm Tree, 1920, Mommy's home was Greece. Elm Tree, 1920, Greece. I don't know. Anything that comes up. It doesn't have to be about an elm tree. It might not be about an elm tree. The first thing that pops up might just be like 1920s Greece. Here's this family that had walnuts because you live on Walnut Street. I don't fucking know. But that's the example. You're using your street name. It could be Elm Street. It could be Walnut Street. We're going from there. It could be Rock Street. Maybe it's River. Oh my gosh. It could be anything. And we are basically creating a hallucination based on your intuition. We're breaking that barrier because you can call it a hallucination or you can call it your intuition. Either way, it's a feeling and you're following it. And we're learning currently in life when we follow our feelings, not to a drastic degree, but just because we're curious, and curiosity doesn't always kill the cat. Cats are actually very balanced and poised and intelligent and spectrally aware. They know what's going on. They can feel it with their fucking tails. You don't need to tell me, okay? So we're going to look around. We're going to ask questions. We're going to allow ourselves little bits of hallucination that may or may not be real, and we're not going to trust them like it's reality. It's not going to be our day-to-day lives. We can live real lives and still be like, I love this flower. And I imagine myself in a past life, I had a garden that was filled with only this one flower, and I had a lot of white cats. And that, even if it doesn't grow you or lead you to study something different, it could comfort your soul. And this is how I personally transitioned into past lives. Now, none of these stories that I've told today I relate to, but it's an energy frequency that I'm picking up on. So, Miss, I'm obsessed with this flower watching this. Think about that and white cats. Maybe you had white cats. Maybe you need a white cat. Maybe you have a white cat. If you relate to that, please leave a message in the comments because I'd like to know. Hello. And also, Elm Tree murderer. Not that you're the murderer. Maybe someone murdered you. Whatever happened on Elm Street in 1920, Greece. You let me know and leave it in the comments. Does that feel familiar to you? I'm interested. So if this little peekaboo of information helped you or made you feel like you could relate to that or you could start somewhere with that, leave a message in the comments. Let me know. And if you need a past life reading or regressional training one-on-one in person, I do that. Also, I can do that over the computer. Let me know. Send me a message at Mischief Mama on Instagram. Leave your contact information in the comments. You can also email me at ladytraveler, LADYTRAVELER 4@gmail.com. I'm a galactical traveler heller. Okay, so yeah, relate to me. Reach out to me at Mischief Mama. The Gypsy Closet has been closed down. I've been working on it a little bit. I just need some time on it. I'm gonna maybe make some t-shirts and pop them up because I want to take down the old art. I'm like, all right, we're not selling those anymore. We're gonna do these now, and I want to, like I said, just redesign the brand a little bit. I have some humor I want to add to it because I'm a funny bitch, if you didn't know. So holler, 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 holler. I'm loving this R. It's making me laugh in my soul, like, who gives a fuck? Okay, all right. Honestly, though, if this helped you or intrigues you, let me know. Thank you. Namaste.